All right, guys, how's it going? Just letting you know, I'll be live on here tonight at 6 o'clock UK time if you want to come along for a chat. I said yesterday I might host a live stream at 6, but I didn't. Today I'm saying I will. All right, so we will be here at 6 o'clock UK time this evening. Now, Fabrizio Romano, Mo Salah, rent-a-tweet himself, has dropped a comment regarding Federico Chiesa, and I welcome it. I really, really like this. He said as follows: Federico Chiesa and his agent have informed Liverpool about clear desire to stay at the club. The club, as Rafa Benitez would say, club, for sure. Chiesa considered to leave in June, July, when LFC rejected bids for Diaz, and Federico was left out of Asian tour. Now Diaz left, more space, and that goal to open new chapter. Though I know it doesn't read very well, but that's Romano's own words. So basically, Chiesa and his agent have told Liverpool they want to stay. Now, Chiesa, the plan was for Chiesa to leave this summer. He wanted to go back to Italy, etc., etc. We know all that. I personally am really, really happy about this. I am, because if ever I've wanted to see a player succeed at Liverpool, this is it. Honestly, when he signed for us, he looked absolutely delighted. And many of us on this channel, if you followed this channel for a long time, know the alleged reason as to why he hasn't been involved. But that's irrelevant to me. At the weekend or last week, he said, "I'm very happy at Liverpool. I will speak to the club here. But I want to stay here and fight to win many trophies." I like his attitude. I really do. I really like this kid. I do. Like you want players to succeed all the time. Darwin Núñez, drove us all around the fucking bend. But we still want him to succeed, right? You want every Liverpool player to succeed, whether you rate them or not, But Federico, I really want it to work for him. I do, guys, honestly. So I know many of you don't have Romano's, well, let me rephrase it. I know many of you don't have social media in terms of, X and Facebook, and some of you miss these comments. And I know some of you, are really interested in what Romano has to say. And one thing I will say is Romano, listen, I only pay attention, to be honest with you, to what Paul Joyce at the Times and David Ornstein at The Athletic have to say when it comes to Liverpool. But I always add that you should keep an eye on Romano as well. But it depends on what it is that he's talking about, especially when it comes to stuff involving agents, Italian agents. When we signed Chiesa, Romano led with it all. He's very close to Chiesa's agent. So you can take this as absolutely, bang on the money, if you like. In fairness to Romano, he doesn't deal with a lot of speculation and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I don't think, anyway. Romano is Romano. You've always got, when you read Romano stuff, you've always got to say, is this genuine news or is it, is he helping someone somewhere along the line? Because, Romano can greatly influence or highlight certain things, right? So if you're an agent and you get Romano, tweeting about your client, you can really get a lot of awareness and better financial deals for players, for the agents themselves, even some clubs that he works with. He doesn't work with Liverpool. Newcastle fans have been banging on about this. Romano has no connection to Liverpool Football Club. He's not out. Well, if he puts something out about Liverpool, he don't give a fuck about Liverpool. He's his own man. But you just always got to watch what he says and think, is this genuine or is he helping someone? And that's not me just saying that. If you Google and look into, he was outed in the mainstream media a while ago, allegedly for taking up to €1,000 a tweet, 5,000 euros allegedly for a video. In other words, if he mentions your client, he can really, really affect things, So he has a good relationship with agents. Let's just leave it like that. Me personally, I listen to the other two, but I do keep an eye on Romano for entertainment and to see what he's saying. If he says anything about Chiesa, I know that it's going to be accurate. So anyway, irrelevant. For me, delighted. I hope Chiesa stays, and I really, really hope he can make an impact at Liverpool. And I think all of you are going to agree with me with this one. All right, guys, don't forget live on here at 6 tonight. If you appreciate the video or agree with me or whatever, thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, there's a love out under the video. It's called a super thanks. That's how you can support my channel. You can join the channel as well if you want, but that's how, you know, people tend to support me each day. And I always give a shout out to people that do that on my morning briefings. My morning briefings are on my other YouTube channel, the link of which is in the video description, and it's also on the screen around about now. So yeah, that's good. I hope he stays, guys, and I hope he's a success. He's a nice kid. I like him.